What's up, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. This is Jags Central. NFL season is back. Jags football is back, and the road to the Super Bowl has started today. What a win for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Always feels so good to start 1-0, and it's always good to get a win over a division rival in the Colts. We made it harder than it should have been. Really squeaky bum time for the first, second and third quarter. I was a bit nervous thinking, damn, could the Colts actually do it? But in the fourth, we kind of put the game away, which is really, really good. But yeah, hey, let's just put this down to week one rustiness. But yeah, let's just get into the game. 31-21 victory for the Jags over there. Now 0-1 Colts. Colts with the seventh starting week one quarterback for the last 7 seasons, but Richardson looks really, really good. So next season that streak will probably be over. But yeah, don't know really where to start, but let's just start with the stats of the game. Trevor Lawrence, great passing this game, 24 on 32, 75% he's thrown for 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 amazing touchdowns. We'll get into that. 1 interception, and ran the ball really well, to be honest. 7 carries, 21 yards. Had a key third down conversion. Rushing yards, we only had 105 yards. But to be honest, we kind of started really slow on the running game. But we picked it up towards the end. And Calvin Ridley, welcome to Jacksonville. So happy that we got him last season. But really annoyed that we had to wait till this season to see him. But yeah, Calvin Ridley, welcome to the Jacksonville Jaguars. My key takeaways from the game, I think what really went well was the passing game. Like I said, we threw 75% completion. We were really aggressive to start the game with our passing attack. I think 6 of our first 7 plays were all passing plays, and even our first touchdown drive, Trevor Lawrence went 4 for 4. I think it was 9 plays in total. But yeah, we got in, and it was a great first touchdown where he just scrambled to keep the play alive and found Calvin Ridley. And then also what also went well was that we ended the game well was the rushing game, and we kind of leaned on it towards the end of the game, which is really good to see. And I think that's moving forward from next week and towards the end of the season. I really think that's what we need to lean on, and that's what got us into the playoffs last season, our rushing game. What didn't really go too well was third down was really, really horrible. I think our conversion was 3 out of 12, which is kind of bad, to be honest. And then our fourth down, we went for it 3 times, only converted one of our fourth downs, but it was a key fourth down. It was the one that got us a touchdown, and those third downs that we did convert, we ended up scoring from them anyway. So that was pretty good. In terms of turnovers, we had 2 turnovers, a forced fumble on Trevor Lawrence, which I kind of don't really understand. The receiver had the ball, gave himself up, and then the refs didn't really see that as giving himself up, and the play was still alive. And DeForest Buckner scored the defensive touchdown that kind of kept the Colts in the game and allowed them to really stick around. And then also the interception, but the interception didn't really lead to any points. We got the ball back. So that's what I meant when I really said that it was kind of a back and forth game. The Colts really started off really, really slow, 2 3 and outs. But to be honest, it's what we expect from a rookie quarterback and a new head coach. But when we scored our touchdown, they had a great response and drove down the field really well. And Anthony Richardson rushed for a touchdown. He looks really, really good, man. He's reminding me of a young Cam Newton. So I definitely think the Colts have got their quarterback finally. And then also the interception that Trevor Lawrence threw, it was an illegal formation anyway. But then, yeah, he had the pass intended, but it got picked off. I think them type of plays, I think Trevor Lawrence was really good last season. I think he only threw 8 interceptions. But then, the 2 touchdowns from Trevor Lawrence, man, we need to put some respect on Trevor Lawrence's name. That first touchdown to Calvin Ridley, scanning the field, seeing that nobody was open, sees the pressures coming up the middle, rolls to his left, scrambles, and then finds an open Calvin Ridley. And then also for the second touchdown to Zay Jones, what an amazing pass, and also what an amazing catch by Zay Jones to stay in bounds and keep possession of the ball. But yeah, we had two amazing touchdowns in that game, and then also Travis Etienne closed off the game with essentially the winning points. Another shout out to Bigsby with the rushing touchdown. Definitely rewarded with that play just before the touchdown where he kept the wheels turning and got the first down, and yeah, got rewarded with a 1 yard rushing touchdown. I'll do a preview of the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Jacksonville Jaguars later in the week, so keep an eye on that. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, see you soon.